Good day and welcome in another Unity tutorial, where I show you how to make awesome textures with a bit of help from GIMP. First we're going to create a new composition 180 times 180 and then click OK. Of course we're going to go to use Giggle operation to create a checkboard. We're going to set the width to 271 and height to 271 and hit OK. This is going to create a nice checkboard for us. Then we're going to use paint bucket tool to paint some of those quadrants, some of those quads to another color, so we're going to get this effect of very old tiles.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of the suicidal maniac.
Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create gaps between our tiles. For that we're gonna use our paintbrush, select the black color and set a point somewhere on the image, and then while holding shift we're gonna drag our mouse button to the upper corner and then just setting the points by clicking our left mouse button, and then this will create a nice looking straight lines to represent the gaps between our tiles. This we're gonna do for each tile so it will look more realistic. To give the tiles a bit of a 3D appearance, we're going to use our tool brush again, and then we're going to lower the opacity to somewhere around 22. We're going to increase the size of it to somewhere around 25 and then use the previous method just a bit more on the inside to create this 3D appearance. And lastly, use different brushes to fake scratches, dirt and all the damage that the tile has been through.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of the suicidal maniac.
dastardly crime he might perpetrate next.
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of the suicidal maniac.
Before you finish painting scratches, dirt and all these things, it's really good to know that it's actually better to overdo the picture. That way the details will pop up more when it's finished. Now what I mean by that is just paint on the picture, make it look ridiculously overdone. So that because of that I'll be using this a bit modified version of the checkboard I've been using through the video, because this one I painted a bit more and the details will be a bit more visible. And for this kind of textures, for like destroyed tiles, dirty tiles, it's better to overdo it. Now what we're gonna do here is open a map that I'll be including in a download in the description, but know that these textures are not mine, so you can't use it for commercial use. You can use your own textures if you have any, if you made any, but these are just so I can show you what you can do with this technique. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this black texture and drag it over to background. Drop it in the layers window on the top of the background. If you don't have layers window, just dockable dialogues layers. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select this scale tool and click on our thingy on our texture and drag it over our grid, over our checkboard, so it completely covers it. Scale it and select your texture, go to mode and overlay. Now this is going to bring our dirty tiles a bit more to life. And next thing we're going to do is going to go back to our map and select our old paper and drag it under the background. Hit convert, and then what you're going to do is going to select the scale tool again and just drag it over our checkboard. Hit scale. Now the effects are already visible, but you have to go to background and check that you have your mode set to burn, and that way you're gonna really get this dirty old tiles effect. Now you can go with a lighter texture if you want a bit tiles that are not orange. Well, okay. Now if you want to, you can add a crack to it. I'm just gonna drag it over my black stone texture and position it somewhere. I'm just gonna position my crack on a tile. Already had it over here, but it's okay, and just hit burn. Now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to file and export the tutorial. We're gonna export it as JPG, so JPG, and to your Unity project. Mine's called video, so but I already have my materials here, so I won't be exporting it. I'm just showing you how to export it to assets and export. Now you're gonna do this for every other texture we're gonna make. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna select the background and go to filters, map, normal map, and we're gonna increase the scale to 3. Hit OK. We're gonna we're gonna uncheck this eye icon over here, so only our map is visible, only our normal map is visible, and export it as JPG again and NM, so we know it's our normal map, to our Unity project where we exported previous texture. And so we're gonna do for bump map. We're gonna hit Ctrl Z so we delete our previous actions, and hit the background again and go to filters, map, bump map, and hit OK. Now we're gonna uncheck all this except the checkboard and export it as bump map to our project. So where's our project? Let's say it's project 2, to assets, and where are both previous pictures textures are. And we're gonna hit export, and that's it. And we're gonna finish the tutorial in Unity. So the last thing we're gonna do is put everything together in Unity. And here are all our textures. Here is our normal texture, then there is our height map, and of course normal map. Now what we're gonna do, we have few objects here just to test how the material works on different types of objects, like sphere, cube, cylinder, and plane over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click and create a material. We're gonna name this one tile, like anything you want, and the first thing we're gonna do is gonna click on this material, and we're gonna drag our normal texture as a albedo. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna select our head map and our bump map and drag it on normal map over here. And we're gonna not normal map, on head map, and we're gonna use the normal map and drag it on normal map. And as you can see, I already have it set as a normal map, but if it says fix now, just click fix now and it will fix it. Now you can just increase the height map. I'm gonna increase it a bit to somewhere around, to almost drag this scroll ball over to the middle, somewhere in the middle. And now our material is ready to use. First we're gonna drag it on our plane, on our cylinder, on our cube, and our sphere if we want to. Now it looks quite okay. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these tiles a bit smaller, these quadrants. So I'm gonna go to tiling, and I'm gonna set the X to 2 and the Y to 2. So the Y to 2. So it's so it makes it so it fits actually 4 tiles in the object. Now this was it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed it and if you want more content like this, you can subscribe to my channel. It's free. And yeah, hope I helped you with anything. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.